Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your message from your divine timing. And in today's reading we're going to allow time to pick your pile. So the way it's divided is through minutes 0 to 20, minutes 21 to 40, and minutes 41 to 60. So what does it mean that timing will pick your time? According to the time that you see and click on this reading, if you, look, it's 555. And this is the time that we did a reading on timing. I think it was another idea of timing. No, it wasn't timing. We looked at 555 together another time. Do you remember? Or it might have been 1111. In any case, all I want to say is, so now is 555. And so it would fall under this category. 55 minutes is between 41 and 60 minutes. If it was 5:30, then it would be under this category, and so on. So what time is it on your watch when you clicked on this reading? This will define for you the timing or this will define for you your pile for now. If you happen to see this reading later and you look at your time, you know that you can click again on this reading. You have a different message now that you're meant to hear from divine timing. So deal with this reading in this way. Maybe when you do finish the reading and you're like, oh, I feel like I might be getting another message. You look at your watch and see, is it confirming the same message? Perhaps it's like, yep, that's your message today. Or, oh, looks like another timing. I may just check the other pile pertaining to this time. So that's the idea of today's reading. I truly hope you enjoy it. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you clicked on this pile, it means that the hour on your clock is something and the minutes are between 0 to 20 minutes. If this is not the case, please check the right pile because time is picking your reading today. Unless you want to go by your intuition, which you're very welcome to do any day of the week. So the way we're going to be doing this reading is we'll be dividing it into four parts. We're going to be taking a look at what's your message from divine timing, what's the divine timing, and we'll take a look at what's your guidance, and finally, what are the signs that you're going to be seeing when this divine timing starts happening. What signs are you going to be sent? So that's the plan. This is actually a chart of astrological houses. And I'm going to be randomly circling it around. We don't know where it's going to be. We'll be revealing it during the reading because depending on the houses in conjunction to the cards, we'll be getting specific messages on what you're meant to hear. So I guess that's enough. And let's pull out your tarot cards and oracle cards. Okay, so, whoa, thanks. Let's shuffle your deck. What is your divine timing? Right. What is your, oh, this one, let's go again. What is your divine timing? And I feel this one. So I'll put it with the divine timing. And then let's take a look at your tarot cards. What is your divine message from your divine timing? This one's sticking out, so let's take it. What is your message from your divine timing? Your message from your divine timing. Let's place 3 cards per each section. third card, third card, third card, and third card. Right, so I believe we're ready. Let's organize everything. We'll keep this here. And we'll keep these to the side here. We'll keep these down there. And we'll start out with the divine message itself. So, let's take a look at the houses since we're starting. Right, so 7th house here, 1st house here, 4th house, and 10th house. Wonderful. Okay, so what is your message? That's the 7th house. What's your message? Divine time, with divine timing. So you've got surprise. Okay, really nice. What is that? I think it says 6,000. Does it not? Or maybe go. We'll see. So, surprise. You've got melancholy. You've got the creator. The 9 of Cups. Right? The 9 of Cups. The 7 of Pentacles. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, and speaking of divine timing. Okay. What are we seeing as your divine timing message? I do see with melancholy and surprise that you currently could be sad over something specific for nothing because you're about to get a huge surprise. And we'll find out the timing of this huge surprise in a moment. It's in the 1st house. Okay. If this surprise timing is in the 1st house, no, let's not jump into conclusions. Let's continue here. 7th house has to do with relationships, and it doesn't have to be romantic relationships. So we'll keep that also into consideration. Something has been in the works for you for a long time. Things have been changing for a long time. Maybe you didn't see it, but divine timing is revealing to you that in fact, things have been in the works for you for a long time. One, helping shift gears of another thing, and another thing helping shift gears of another thing. And it's almost like you watching things change, not knowing that these changing things are to your favor, and each one constantly changing the fate of something else until there's a timing, which we will see what the divine timing is. During a specific time, you will be able to recognize, see 7 of Pentacles, 7, something has been building up for you. You'll be able to recognize when this divine timing happens and that specific surprising event happens, that, oh my God, how did this reach me? This must have happened. Oh, I remember when that happened. That probably had an effect on this. And this is perhaps why this person told me this thing. And this is perhaps why I saw this happening, this, that, and the other. Leading to the heart, to something that you really wish for. 9 of Cups, leading to a wish fulfillment. So that's surprising because You would never see coming how this has been working for you for a long time, for this to appear in your life. So the creator actually makes me feel for like God, the universe, this has been created for you, and you'll be able to recognize the pattern once it shows up in your life, taking you from feeling extreme sadness over something to feeling super excited about something. I see this as go. So you can, in that time, capture your wish and watch it flourish and start happening in your life. I want to figure out as much as I can what this wish for you, that divine timing, is specifically talking about. The thread. This wish is something that looked like it may not happen, but yet you were holding on by a thread. You almost lost hope, or you at least holding on by a thread that it would happen. It's like, it doesn't look like that, or I have to continue for that wish to happen, something or the other. And you can see a lot of sadness here, but you never lost hope. You're like holding on by that thread, and it's that thread that kept things working continuously for you. That thread is what kept things happening for you, because it's vibration at the end of the day. Now, there's an apple, there's a tree. It reminds me of the tree of knowledge, which makes me feel that you will be informed about something during that time that will let you know that you can start seeing this wish come true. So you will be informed by something. What will you be informed about? The Two of Pentacles and the Emperor. I'm seeing someone way up there trying to balance something. You will be informed about yourself. That's why you have the first house here. Okay, so you will be informed about how strong you are, about your capabilities, about the power that you will have. You will be informed about a position, maybe. Way up there. While you were trying to just balance things, make this happen, you will be informed or will know about just how much you're going to be able to have. You're moving from the energy of, I'm barely making this happen. You see, holding on by a thread. Melancholy, Two of Pentacles. I'm in a high risk, barely trying to make this happen. To, oh my God, surprise me, with the 6,000, it could be a number of money. Maybe you're wishing for money. That's just, maybe you're wishing for relationships with the 7th house. So whatever this wish is, it will now be solid. The 4 is a foundation. It will now be solid for you. And you will be able to have full control over it. Full ownership of it. So this is perhaps for a lot of you an announcement of ownership. Announcement of establishing a foundation, an announcement of power, or an announcement of owning something. There is something regarding either an intimate person or a group of people involved with this wish, depending on what this wish is. So if you are wishing to level up in your work, then this is talking about how you're going to have a wonderful team. If you are wishing for a relationship, then it's obvious with the 7th house. This is a solid relationship that you can trust. A beautiful, loving relationship that's going to happen. In that case, being informed that someone has maybe feelings for you, while you doubted that maybe you can find the right person, it seems like it's happening. We said position, we said relationship. What else did we think about? You owning something, ownership. Putting these two together, possessions and relationships, I would say, like, for example, if you were wishing for a house in a nice neighborhood, or you have a business and you have loyal customers who you have good relationships with your customers, and it's leading to maybe a lot of sales all of a sudden. So things like that form of instant transformation that is happening. And speaking of instant and timing, let's now get into the divine timing. What is the divine timing for this to happen? So we see the 1st house. Let's now place this here, divine timing, and take a look at what we have. I think I'm going to move these up again. Sorry, just trying to create space for our messages and make things clear. So you've got service, and a door is opening, waiting for you to get in, for things to start moving. Opening the door of a chariot. Okay, or a carriage. You've got the destroyer, something instant, surprise, like there's a huge element of surprise and something instantly happening. You've got the Ace of Wands. Guys, is this now? Is this talking about now? Is the 1st house talking about one now? The beginning, like the beginning is now. It looks like it. It looks like it. It looks like it. You've got the Page of Pentacles, a new page. Look at that, a new page now. Oh my God. And you've got the 3 of Pentacles. I hope you're seeing your cards. It does look to me like the door is opening now. In that case, what's the 3 of Pentacles? I would say it's starting now, but in a 3 months' time, it shall begin officially. You see? It's like the door is opening now, but the actual movement is in 3 months. If you're watching this now, I would say this is presenting the beginning of next year. So something is starting right now, and the movement towards what you want actually begins in January of 2025, or 3 months from now as you're watching this reading. You're watching this reading. We can see 12, we can see 1, again, the beginning of 2025. If you're watching this now, or after the end of the quarter you're in, or in 3 months, depending on how this resonates with you as you're watching this reading. But yeah, in 3 months, or if you're like nearing the beginning of a next quarter, that is your timing. But the energy with the Ace of Wands has already begun here. And it's no surprise because it's been in the works. But it's like jump starting. It's like the movements are starting to happen now for you, which means that you can at least start becoming aware and being surprised by it, at least being surprised by it right now. When is it officially going to begin? It looks like in 3 months' time. Which takes us to your guidance. Your guidance is in the 4th house. What is your guidance with this specific situation? Let's find out together. You've got cheerfulness. Oh, nice. Can you see your card? Ah, there. Cheerfulness. You've got the bridge. Wow. You are in between phases. You are in between phases. Okay. You've got the star card. Wow. You've got the 10 of Swords. And you've got the Justice card. Let's give space for these cards. There. You keep appearing on the top here in your reading. You keep appearing on the top. You are held in high regard. And know that this is a time for you to go way up in life. You were holding on by a thread, trying to get out. You're now going to go up. And know that it is destined for the things that are hurting your mind at the moment to dissipate. Have faith in that with the star card. Know that you're going high up and that a huge wish that you are wishing for will come true. So this is a time for you to take it easy with the 4th house, to relax, to be at ease, to feel safe, to fasten your seat belts because you're going way up there. And to be patient during that transition time, because it's almost like you are in our hands, divine hands. Many things, many doors will open up for you. So, you know, the rainbow in Norse mythology is used by the gods, by the heroes at war, to get to the other side, to heaven, Asgard. So you're going to a heavenly place, what feels like heaven, that stage of your life. So stay put. Enjoy the ride is your message, is your guidance. Know that you're going to high places, places far, much further than you've even anticipated or imagined. Among the stars. And don't let little things irritate you or bother you. It's really not worth it. You're going way above so many of the things that are currently bothering you now. So, you know, let time do its thing as you go through this great transformation of your life, and enjoy the ride. It's really not worth the pain, especially the mental pain. Maybe some people are bothering you or some issues are bothering you. Of course, take care of everything, but don't let it bother you too much. Don't let it annoy you and take away from the happiness, because this is a happy time of your life, and enjoy that time. Looking back, you will always say, this was an enjoyable, exciting time of my life, and treat it as such. This is a huge fated event that's meant to happen for you. So that is your guidance. Relax, enjoy, feel safe in the comfort of this great timing of your life. Okay, so what are the signs that you will be seeing that will show you that this is the message that you have been hearing in today's reading from divine timing? What signs are you going to specifically see? It's in the 10th house. For some of you, these are signs that you're going to see in your work. These are signs that you are going to see with things that you are accomplishing or goals happening. The signs are going to be there. So when you see these signs, remember, it is divine timing speaking to you. So you've got the temple, and I see 2 hands in full gratitude. When you find yourself going, thank you, remember, this in itself was the sign you're meant to remember about what divine timing wanted to let you know. Remember, when you go, oh my God, thank you, that in itself is the sign. You've got pleasure seekers. It's all about cheerfulness and pleasure. So when you find pleasurable things happening in this next phase of your life, within the next 3 months and after and beyond, again, remember these are your signs. Things that really make you feel like it's not just a nice thing happening in your life. You're really immersed in having so much fun in your life, enjoying the ride. That is another major sign about this reading. When you're so in such joy, enjoying things, remember that this is divine timing, which is an energy winking at you, that this is your sign, that this message is in fact real for you. You've got the 3 of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and you've got the 10 of Cups. What is your sign? Other than what we've seen here, your signs. Your biggest sign, and by the way, you might be seeing keys and shells, seashells and keys, but in any case, your biggest sign, however, is you watching in shock the pain, the melancholy, change and turn in a moment of time with the Ace of Swords. In one, witnessing your pain in a moment turn to the biggest blessing in your life. So something might initially hit you, or you're going through pain and holding by a thread. That moment which you see things turn from deep sadness to huge happiness, that is the moment the time is telling you, fasten your seatbelt, dear, because you're about to go way up. Because that turn of event is just the beginning. It's that turn of the motor of a car to take you to an awesome ride, through an awesome ride, and to an awesome journey. And the door to that is happening right now. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see as your message from divine timing. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Yeah, the door is about to open now. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I wish you all the best of luck from my heart with this awesome energy. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. As you know, today we're taking a look at your message from divine timing. This is the setup that we'll be using. As you can see here, this is not an actual clock. This is a chart of astrological houses, and I'm just gonna make it go round and round, and depending on which sides it's going to be on the cards, we'll be using both the houses in conjunction to the cards. to see what your what your message from divine timing is. I'm dividing the reading into 4 parts, just like the 4 parts, like 4 quarters of the clock. And the first part will be focusing on what the message is. And then we'll be taking a look at what's the divine timing exactly. Then we'll be taking a look at what's your guidance, as well as, can you see your decks? Yes. As well as what's your sign? What are the signs that you're going to be seeing with this divine timing? Okay, so these are the intentions of your reading. Your pile number 2, because in your watch, when you clicked on this reading, we don't know what hours it was, but the minutes were between 21 and 40. If this is not the case, I highly recommend you click on the pile with the right timing when you clicked on this pile. Unless you, of course, picked your pile using your intuition. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We're starting first with what's your divine message? And it's in the 3rd house, guidance in the 12th, sign in the 6th, and the divine timing is on the 9th. Okay, very cool. Let's start out with what's your message? Ooh, you got 2 cards from this deck. Pull out 1 card from here. Oh, 2 cards. Okay, cool. You know, your decks are shuffled, so I can just like take from the top. Let's take 3 cards for each section. And we should have done the same for the rest of the sections, actually. Whoa, thanks. Well, we do see the 3 card. Are we supposed to have 3? Are you supposed to see them? It looks like it. 1, 2, and then 2 here. I'll just leave it as it is. And of course, 1 card from this deck. All right. So as I just said, let's get straight into it and see what your message is. So you've got, whoa, the Anima Mundi. This is like very similar to the World card in tarot. It's kind of like having everything or being everything or the everything. Wow. Okay. Really, really, really cool. You've got the tear. So first message I'm seeing, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot more, is your tears mean everything to us. It means everything. It means the world. Every tear that you cried or sadness that you've experienced means the world. And there is this idea that you will see how things are about to change completely for you. You've got thief. And you've got old woman. So it's kind of like timing. Don't let time take from your years. Before you know it, you will see that you've lost a lot of time. It was taken from you. So, okay, before I continue, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So your message is in the 3rd house. Let's place it here. You've got the Knight of Cups. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. And you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Third house is falling straight with the Knight of Cups. So, we do see the idea that you will soon have everything that you want. There's no question about it. But don't let the energy of sadness rob this energy from you. Are you going to receive this energy? Oh, absolutely. But there's prolonging here with so much sadness, prolongs and takes from the potency of what you are meant to receive. Keep that in mind, is your divine timing's message. Part of this sadness seems to be an idea that how can you find what your heart is looking for? It seems like to have that is to look for a needle in a haystack. It's kind of the lack mentality. And so divine timing is saying, oh dear, how close are you from having the very thing your heart is yearning for? Don't let the energy of sadness rob time from you and potency from the very thing that is meant to reach you. And just like fishing, this communication third house is trying to get a grasp on your energy. It's meant to reach you, to say it better. And so you got to be in the right frequency to receive what is about to be offered to you. So timing here, although we're going to check divine timing, should you follow this advice of releasing the sadness, not reliving it, not being in the lack mentality, which is taking from the potency of your energy. Because if you leave it at it as is, it will grow back in potency. You are meant to receive important communication that will instantly hook your heart. So allow for that energy to come through, is what I'm seeing as your message. Before we move actually further, I want to ask, what are you going to be offered? What's this communication? So let's get more information on that, because 10 of Pentacles and Anima Mundi, this is something that's going to give you everything. So it's perhaps why you think it's nearly impossible. This is big energy. Judgment. Wow. Wow. 9 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Huge offer. And I'll just pull out one more card before I tell you what I'm noticing there too. It looks to me like you have a small offering. Like you have something, a little bit, like a tiny bit of that energy. And it makes you really sad. Because that little bit of that energy is not enough with the 5 of Pentacles to meet your needs, and not let alone what you're wishing for. So this looks to me like you're gonna have communication for sure. Judgment, huge announcement, huge communication that is like a surprise here about you, and you're gonna go, oh my God, I made it. Do you see that? I see you going, oh my God, I just made it. I'm gonna have everything. So this is a huge deal. You're going to have a huge offer that will be like the difference between the size of the Earth and Jupiter. Huge, huge, huge offer. And I see that you will not believe the type of offer that you are going to have. Like, for example, if this is financial with all of the Pentacles, let's say it's about what you're receiving at work is one thing, but what you're going to have is a totally different thing. A huge level up for sure. This is like beyond your wish fulfillment. This is like satisfaction to the roof. 10 of Pentacles actually shows me that in terms of the resources that you're going to have, that offer, it's more, much more than what you thought you can have. So this is a huge, huge offer. And if you're wondering, that offer is waiting for you. It's kind of like it has to have the right frequency to connect with you. And your divine message is attuned to that energy by releasing the lack mentality. Like, don't think it can't happen to you. And don't let your sadness rob away from your years. Stay in the energy of, like, how you communicate is how the universe communicates back to you. Stay in the energy of gratitude, of love, of joy if you can, peace, tranquility, mostly gratitude. That will allow that communication, that energy, to flow easily towards you. Speaking of divine time, oh no, wait, you got 2 more cards here about this wish, correct? Yes, correct. The 5 of Wands, remember when we're talking about energy preventing another? The 6 of Pentacles is the card of generosity. It keeps saying the same thing. Know that it is your energy that is pushing it away. It's meant to rain on you. 6 of Pentacles is a card of generosity. It's meant to rain on you. So stay in peace in the knowing that it's about to open. The sky is about to open for you. Okay. So let's take a look at divine timing. What's divine timing? We're seeing 9th house. 9th house is travel. So it's perhaps talking about how it's currently in motion, which we know from your message. Okay, the unseen. Wow. I don't know about that, but I'll stay true to what you're meant to hear. So the unseen, young woman, and you see here old woman, here young woman, which means now, because that's talking about your future self. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, it's very clear, the message. 9 of Wands. Look, the 9th house is a house of philosophy. So we do know that things are in motion, but it's also the house of ideas, philosophy, right? So this is exactly saying, this is meant to happen now for you, as opposed to later. The thing that's standing in the way is your belief towards it, because you can't see it. While this energy, the Queen of Pentacles, is the queen that lives in the realm of her own dreams. So while you can live in your dreams right now, the lack of seeing is creating a form of block, energetic block between you and that which you're meant to receive right now. And so the 3 of Pentacles is saying, work with me so that we can make it happen for you now. And in terms of timing, it's meant to happen now, but there's also your timing. So let your guard down. Believe that it can happen, and you will be absolutely surprised at how things start working for you and you receiving that wish right now. You will be shocked by the message. And seeing received, I want to ask, who is going to give you this message? Oh, we're seeing 3 cards. Oh, also, we're seeing 2 here. And they're on the unseen card, which means that there are 2 cards talking about what you're not seeing. So who is going to send you a message? The Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Pentacles, an expert of some sort, or the expert that you're looking for, or an expert. Ten of Cups, someone who really admires you. So for some of you, this is someone who truly admires you, or admires your work, admires something about you. For some of you, the Eight of Pentacles, it is an expert. For some of you, you're just going to have something fortunate. That is a message of fortune, like winning the lottery, you know, or getting an inheritance that you didn't even know you were supposed to have. Something fortunate like that. Or a message that your investment blew up. So these are the exact three energies that I see for this pile in terms of who is sending you this message. What do you not see? The Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. See, you're so focused on how blocked it is and locked it is that you're not giving space to see how else it could be opened for you. And speaking of open, the door is already wide open for you. Your focus on the block is preventing you from seeing right next to you how this can begin. The tracks are there. It's ready for you. It's ready when you are ready. And that is what you're not seeing. It's crazy to believe because that energy you lacked for a very long time, perhaps why you so believe right now that it's meant to continue on being blocked. And I say that because it looks like a hand of a bear. The bears hibernate, so you probably haven't seen this energy for a very, 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 very long time. And it would genuinely be surprising to change your mind after that long time. And this is why divine timing wants you to see that with time, things shift. Where's the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, it's a shift of energy. It's a time of shift of energy. And sometimes there are highs and sometimes there are lows. And you're meant to see that other time. So give yourself the opportunity to shift your mind about it because it is interfering greatly energetically with what you're meant to receive. So the when is actually right now. The how is through communication. Right now, you're just meant to believe it. Keep your heart open through the three energies we saw. Okay, very clear message. It's about changing your mind. It's right there waiting. It's about changing your mind. Okay, so let's take a look at what your guidance is. And interestingly, it's falling in the 12th house, this guidance, something spiritual. And I'm not surprised with the type of message here, but let's see what your guidance is. You've got servant and you've got siren. Did you see the calling? The calling. Your energy serves you in the way that you choose it to serve you. So if you're in the energy of sadness, this is what it will draw to you. This is something spiritual that divine timing wants you to not just understand, but believe in, to know that it's truth. You call the energy that serves you. And so sadness will bring more lack and sad. Lack will bring more lack. Belief and the feelings of gratitude and the energy of knowing that you're blessed will drive more of that energy to you. And that is genuinely the truth of everything. It is all vibration. You've got temperance. The Two of Cups, harmony, working together. And the temperance is the same thing, working together. When you are in harmony with that which you want, it will work together with you to attract what you want. And by the way, temperance is a card of alchemy, turning regular metal into gold. And so you can change everything. Divine timing is showing you by changing this concept. Timing is actually in your hands. And that's an interesting message that timing wants to show you. I serve you. You are not served by me. You attract things to you. You control me. Do you know that? And so, work with energy in the right way, harmoniously with what you want, and you will consistently get what you want. It is all about your thoughts and the emotions that you vibrate. Four of Pentacles. Guard these two, because these are what will take you far in life, on earth, and in any realm you choose to go to as a soul one day. If you want to have, the pigs are sometimes depicted with greed. And so I'm not saying that timing is saying you're greedy. Oh no, actually, you're supposed to have what you want. That's okay. As long as you know, as you guard this faith with you, it will become part of your soul journey, and you can use that understanding in any place or realm that you go to later on. So hold on to this guidance that I am giving to you today. Divine timing says to you, and always remember that I serve you, not the other way around. And you are the master of your creation. What do you need to do? Work in harmony, match the harmony of the energy that you want. And that is the healing of everything. Give it the opportunity to show its teaching to you. Don't be so quick to dismiss it. Stay put, dear one. I'm sure you're asking, how can you match the energy of that which you want? Good question. Let's pull out the cards. The World card. Peace. You know how they always say to feel like you already have it, because that's the World card? To feel like you have it. 10 of Wands. Both are ending. Both mean an ending. Which means offload the heaviness in your heart. Remember, heart and mind. Offload this heaviness. Don't carry it. Are you seeing your card? Because if you offload it, you realize there's only a little bit before you reach where you want to go. So offload this heaviness by choosing to stay in peace. Meditation can help you a lot if you're finding difficulty doing that. It's staying in the nothing, and when your mind shifts, always go back to the nothing. Stay in peace. Focus inward and not outward. That is how you match the energy. Matching it is releasing that which is opposing to it. So you want to stay in the energy of nothing, because the universe was created from nothing. And so what we believe is nothing is not really nothing. So stay in the nothing. stay put in the nothing. Okay, so what is going to be your sign or signs that you're now going to receive all of that you're in the right vibration, you're doing a good job, this is all happening as we've been seeing in your reading. This is falling in the 6th house, which means that you will be Virgo. You'll be seeing it in your everyday life. And so the signs you will see in your everyday life, you've got the forest and the desert. These are both locations and like extremely different locations. So it is saying no matter where you are, no matter where you go, no matter what's happening in your life, if you're in the right vibration, you will be seeing the following signs in every little minute detail of your life. These signs will reach you if you're on YouTube, if you're in the forest, if you're in the desert, you will see the same sign. So it's kind of like you'll even see 1111, for example. I don't know what the signs are. Even if you're in the desert, even if you're in the forest. You might hear an animal going, rear, rear. That doesn't sound like 1111. 11, 11, you know, a bird going like that. You will hear it and see it in all the details. It will reach you anywhere in your everyday life. So let's take a look at these signs. You've got soldier, you've got 6 of Cups, the Lovers, the 2 of Swords. Speaking of birds, because we thought about that before they showed up. So birds are some of the signs you're going to be seeing. Flowers and birds. And I see a focus on glasses because here the eyes are tied, blindfolded. So there is an emphasis on eyeglasses, emphasis on birds, emphasis on flowers, emphasis on X's because of the 2 of Swords, how the legs are crossed here and the legs are crossed here. So an emphasis on an X. I will summarize everything in a moment. An emphasis on, I don't know if I really believe this is about a soldier. It could be, right? But I genuinely believe this is talking about, to complete what we're seeing here, as long as you're guarding this energy, which we talked about, these are the signs to show you that you're doing the right thing. You're going in the right direction. And so these are signs you will see for the rest of your life. When you're always in that right energy, correct energy, is almost like to train you, to show you, yes, you're doing a good job. We're showing you the eyeglasses, we're showing you the flowers, we're showing you the birds, and maybe even elephants and X's to show you that you are successfully blocking the old and working with the new. You're doing a great job being in the present, in the nothing. And so you may be seeing many signs in your life, but these are ones that you're going to start seeing from now on. Remember your message from Divine Timing, to either remind you to get into your energy or to let you know that you are doing a good job and in that energy. I feel, and I could be wrong, I could be right, that the X's will kind of be like, remember, don't get into that energy. And then you see the eyeglasses, the birds, the elephants, and the flowers to show you you're doing such a great job attuning to that energy. Remember that whether you believe in it or not, that is how frequency works. So give it time to see how it can work for you. Draw the energy that you want to your favor and make timing work for you. Also, a weird sign, I don't want to say weird, but yeah, like uncommon sign that you will specifically see are red wings, it seems. Red wings. So very specific signs. Look out for these signs: red wings, elephants, flowers, eyeglasses. These specific ones, when you do see them, know that that is saying you're doing such a good job. You see the X's as kind of like a reminder to not indulge in the energy that could rob much time from you. So do you want time to rob from you, or do you want time to serve you? Is the question that you can answer to yourself anytime. No matter where you are, no matter what is happening in your life. That is the energy that will always work for you. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading as your message from divine timing. I wish you the best of luck with what's to come. Allow this energy of the now to begin for you, because you will be living the dream. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your message from your divine timing. To do that, this is the system that we'll be using. This is an astrological chart of houses, by the way. I have it the other way around. We'll shuffle it around until I feel like, okay, that's enough. And the conjunction of the house as well as the part of your message will give us a specific message on its own. So as you can see, the reading is divided into 4 parts, like the four parts of a clock. The first part has to do with what your message is actually, and then we'll be taking a look at what's the divine timing. We'll be then taking a look at what's your guidance from divine timing, and what are the signs that you're going to be seeing during that divine time. So that's the intention of the reading. You clicked on this pile because when you looked at your watch, as you clicked on this reading, your watch, I don't know what hour it was in, but I do know that the minutes were between 41 and 60. If that's not the case, I highly recommend you check the correct pile for you, unless you of course picked your pile using your intuition. All right, so these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so we are pretty much ready. Your decks are shuffled. And last thing we need to do is shuffle your astrological chart of houses. I think that's enough. All right, so let's now distribute the cards amongst the 4 parts of your messages. So 1, 2, and then we'll be taking 3 tarot cards for each part. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Lovely. So we are ready. Let's check the houses. Put the cards together next to their messages and check our houses for each part. So, 5th house. So what's your message? That's going to be in the 5th house. The divine timing is in the 11th house. Kind of makes me think of 11:11. Just an intuitive feeling. I could be absolutely wrong. Just an intuitive hit. Imagine if it was 11:11, like the 11th of November at 11:11. So cool. All right. The guidance is going to be in the 2nd house, and your sign is going to be in the 8th house. All right, so everything's in place. Let's now take a look at the first part of your reading, which is what's your message. So you've got the apocalypse, house, Princess of Cups, that's the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. Speaking of 5, it is a time of change. 5, 5. But the 5th house is the house of Leo, as you know. It's the house of play, it's the house of creativity, it's the house of passion, it's the house of confidence. So we can see that this is a message of positive change in your life, exciting change in your life, change that you will absolutely love. However, this change is happening with a huge shakeup with the apocalypse. A shakeup to what you might feel is a shakeup to your stability, or you might feel with the house here that it's a shakeup that is somehow threatening your safety. So it's almost like a shakeup that prompts you to take action because it's your safety, right? So a shakeup, and because it's threatening your safety, like nothing too serious, obviously, but like, oh no, I have to get another job, or oh no, I have to submit these papers at the right time. Oh no, I have to do this. Oh no, I have to study very quickly. Depending on what you're doing in life, it will not in any way, shape, or form affect your safety indeed. But it's a shake-up that will make you feel, with the cups, the 2 cups here, it will make you feel like you need to be in your warrior mode. You need to be strong, powerful, like a Leo, protective of your territory. And so it will lead you to watch yourself overcome that which was trying to overcome you. And I can hear in my mind the gallops of the horses. I see this is taking you on a very favorable journey, one that is super, super exciting. So this is how, that's something these days, we'll find out when, something will initially make you feel like, oh no, that's not safe, I better take action. And it's in the midst of the action and you winning and overcoming it, you realize you're already on the path of something exciting. So what is this exciting energy here? That you'll find yourself, oh, I'm in this exciting energy. As I was prompted to protect my safety and overcome this, and you will masterfully overcome this because of the just a feeling. Pentacle here. Maybe you're going to be well informed with the apple how to overcome this energy. But, you can see that all of the swords here has blocked masterfully that danger from coming. So I see you will masterfully overcome that shake-up, that what felt like lack of safety. And it's like you also have the knowledge to do that. And as you're doing that, you find yourself, oh my God, I'm galloping on the path that I want. How exciting, So it's that's the energy. I don't know the details, but let's get more information on what's exciting for you. Perhaps we'll understand more. So you've got the Emperor. I almost feel like divine timing is saying, you got this. You've got the Emperor. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. And they're both holding something valuable. The holding. And the Ace of Wands. Something splits into three. Just a feeling. Something splits into three. What splits into three? And what's going on? One benefit, one exciting energy starts giving you three things rather than the previous one. You were trying to hold one thing, save one thing. You save it, you find yourself on an exciting path, and now it's giving you three things. That's an overview of what's to come. But for now, you will find yourself going from the energy of enjoying it to owning it. I will continue to speak vaguely so that I understand the energy, and then we can put it into examples. But please bear with me. So you used to enjoy it, and you wanted to save that enjoyment, only to find yourself being able to own it. And slowly but surely with the Knight of Pentacles, as you work on growing it, you realize that this benefit that you owned is starting to give you two other things alongside. That's the benefit, two other things alongside. Now let's take a look at examples. So let's say you really enjoy the current place that you live in. It would be a dream to have a place like this one day, but let's say you don't even dare to wish something like that. So you get a scare. You get an email, or the landlord calls you and they're like, or whoever you're renting from, they call you and they're like, oh, you must pay this, and that, or you leave the house. And you're like, what? That's not fair. Nobody told me about this. What's going on? And you get into a little bit of a scare, maybe a huge scare, because maybe it's near your company that you work in. It's helping you with the transportation, this, that, and the other. And to find another place that's suitable with the budget that you have, all of the things that come with living somewhere. So you're like, what is going on here? That's not fair. How are these hidden costs? How were these hidden costs not communicated previously? Yada, 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 this, that, and the other. And you go to the company, you visit them, and you're like, what's going on? That's not okay. You can't do that. You can't this, you can't that. And they say, well, you're the one who chose to pay it in this manner. You didn't choose to own the house. And you're like, own the house? What are you talking about? I can't own a house like that. I'm renting. And they're like, well, with nearly the same amount, you could be paying off for this house. And in that case, you wouldn't be paying the extra charges that people who rent pay for. Now, obviously what I'm talking about is like a made up scenario, I understand, but please stick with me. I'm trying to translate the energy. And you're like, what? You can do that? There's no way you can do that. And they're like, yes, there's a program. Don't you know about it? You can do this. And if you take a loan and you do it in this way and that way, and because of this and because of that, whatever, you can pay that amount and maybe even less because you're not going to be paying for this, and that, and start paying off this place. And you're like, what? I never thought you can do that. Yes, you can. And now you go from the energy of enjoying something, merely enjoying it, to the energy of owning it. You don't have to enjoy it just for a while, or in some way you can secure it with the emperor. You will secure an energy in a way, you will own it in a way it's going to become fully yours. This house, for example, if we're still in the example, you will be slowly paying for it with the Knight of Pentacles. It will slowly be yours. And as that is slowly happening, this house starts giving you several other advantages. 2, to be specific. As if that wasn't great enough on its own. Two energies. I gotta think of 2 examples that work with this energy. Well, how about we start being specific? Let's find out more about what you're securing and what the other 2 energies as a consequence are going to be. How about we do that? Now that we've translated the energy into an example, please take it how it resonates. Of course, this is just to translate the energy. So, what are you going to be securing or owning? The Moon card. That's going to be a surprise. Sorry. Okay, then what are you enjoying? What are you going to be securing? That's going to be a surprise. Moon, still to be revealed. Right, so what are you enjoying then, right now? The Tower and the King of Cups. The King of Cups is water. It puts off the fire. So it means you're enjoying something that allows you to stay stable, King of Cups, amidst the turbulence, amidst the waves, amidst the fire. It's something that's obviously giving you a lot of security. Absolutely. It shelters you completely from any dangers that could happen. And not only that, but you get to enjoy it fully. It's giving you full enjoyment as well. Full joy. All right. So how are you going to own it? It's in the future. You're meant to experience it in due time. Right. Are we allowed to know the other 2 then? Energies that is going to result to, other than you owning or accessing or having full possession over that energy, or benefiting from fully benefit, like not benefiting. Yeah, owning that energy. Or securing it. Hold on. Six of Swords. Did you see? Like an event that will make you feel like you're being sacrificed, but it's helping you move. But in any case, so what are the 2 energies? 6 of Swords. Being able to move past something that is currently hurting you, currently making you feel like you're being sacrificed, allowing you a new option, giving you a new option of doing something that is much less painful, especially mentally and physically. 3 of Cups, it will allow for a great community. It will allow for beautiful connections in your life. Yeah, so these two energies, it will allow for beautiful connections and for you to do something, to move past something that is currently causing a lot of pain, mental and physical, and it will give you a leeway or a different way, a different path of doing it and moving past it. So yeah, a lot of benefits there with the two other energies that it will be creating. So that's exactly what I see here in terms of the main message of your divine message here. Your divine message. And there's still more that you're meant to see, especially with how you're going to own something or have a possession of something that you don't just have to like enjoy temporarily, but it can be yours. Okay, so that is your divine message. It's in the 5th house. Okay. Now, we're going to be taking a look at the divine timing. What's your divine timing? And it's in the 11th house. It's in the house of friends, like-minded people, doing something humanitarian. So we'll see how that works. And, we've got another card here, right? So, you've got the Lover. Sorry. There we go. The Lover. Joyfulness. Wow. Right. It's a time where a group of people are happy. Maybe celebration Christmas. Who knows? Okay. You've got Christmas, Thanksgiving, perhaps. The Hermit. When people are coming together in love. Wedding. Maybe it's in a wedding. 6 of Wands. And the 9 of Cups. Actually, you do have one more card. 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. It's being emotionally fulfilled somehow. A time of great emotional fulfillment. Could be your birthday, Wedding anniversary for some of you. 2 of Swords. A time of a split, a shift, New Year's, maybe. A time where everyone comes together to celebrate something. New Year's. So far, I'm getting all the ideas except for the wedding. I'm getting all the festivities around the last 3 months of the year, at least if you're watching this now. So things like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, something around this time. Around the next 3 months of the year. If you're watching this later, within the next 3 months is what I'm picking up. Because it's a time of a collective something. Something that people come together and believe in, like New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Hermit makes me think of birthday. Maybe your birthday is soon. Lovers makes me think of a wedding. So these are specific, but they are there for the people watching the pile and it resonates with you. And also wedding anniversary for some of you. And I would say seeing the 9 of Cups on the mind in conjunction to 11, keep in mind 11-11, maybe even at 11-11, just an intuitive feeling that I felt from the very beginning. So yeah, Keep that in mind. And speaking of which, I have a strong feeling for this pile. For all of the piles, I did the guidance first and then the signs. But speaking of 1111, I don't know, I kind of feel drawn to looking at what your sign's going to be, that this is your divine timing. So let's do that first. Right. So, what's your sign? It's in the 8th house. Let's keep it there. Scorpio house, the house of transformation. You'll watch a transformation happen in front of your eyes, like New Year's, you know, people going from being single to married, winter solstice could be another thing, and Christmas is a huge deal, of course. Yeah. Okay, so what's your sign? The Castle, the Widower, the first sign is that event that you don't see coming, that you may not initially like. That's the first sign, other than the signs we're going to watch. But when that happens, that is your sign that this very moment is the beginning of all of these awesome things that are about to come. So because this is just a scare, just a shake-up that's not going to lead to anything, only leading to exciting changes with the 5th house. Okay, so the signs, the other signs are the 7 of Wands, Temperance, and the 10 of Swords. It's crazy. I feel like your sign is seeing a tattoo on somebody's hand. You will see inseparable twins. This sign will make sense in due time. When it's time, you will understand what it's trying to say. So a tattoo on someone's hand, or a drawing, henna, anything of that nature in someone's hand, you will see inseparable twins, and you will see something super painful turning into an opportunity. So I'm gathering that you will be seeing these 3 signs at 3 different stages. So keep them in mind, because when you see them, you will be flabbergasted with the signs that you saw from divine timing about this progress. So at some point you will see something that's super painful turning into an opportunity that you will love with the hands on the heart. Another time you will see inseparable twins, which will make sense at that time. And another time you will see a drawing on somebody's hand, perhaps most likely a tattoo. Most probably on their left hand, because it looks like a watch. It's not, but it looks like it. And it's divine timing. That's where I'm collecting it. So most likely on their left hand. I know this looks like a right hand, but this is why I'm saying it. Or someone left-handed. Someone whose dominant hand is the left hand. So look very closely for these signs. I mean, the castle, the house, this is definitely talking about the shake-up of something luxurious or something that you love. That's one of the signs. And by the way, this is saying, if we look at the tarot cards, this is saying these are signs to show you that this shake-up, the struggle, is coming into balance and it's helping you end something painful, turn it into a great opportunity. But yeah, in terms of signs, these are the specific signs that I see, especially with the first shake-up. It's your first sign. Okay, so now let's take a look at what's your guidance from divine timing. It's falling in the second house, the house of material things, or the house of the body as well. So you've got the heart. You've got, child. It's like, take care of your heart, dear child. So sweet, so such an endearing message. You've got the Magician. The Five of Wands. A true winner that rises beyond the challenges. Remember who you are. Oh, look at that. The Ace of Swords splitting into 3. The many opportunities to come shall begin first in your mind. So these opportunities that are arising from the very thing here are all a construct of the mind first. These are all things that you thought about. You're like, what if I can do it like that? What if I can have that? It's not like opportunities being given to you necessarily, or even if, because you will have a lot with the 2 knights here. Of course you're going to have opportunities given to you. But what's to be created will start from your mind always. So look closely, and to look closely and to have the ability to rise beyond what is challenging you and competing with what you want to achieve. All boils down with the Magician to how you feel on the inside, which we saw here. As within, so without. So take care of your heart. That's the most important thing. Take care of how you feel first and foremost, and take it easy and slowly on yourself. Even during the shake-up, when it would be legitimate to lose it, but don't lose it. The most important goal, more important than anything that you ever want, is for you to take care of your heart, dear child. Take care of yourself first. If you take care of your heart, it shall shelter you from any unfavorable energy. And always remember that what you vibrate within you, you will experience without. Having a steady heart will allow you to rise above anything. You will be so powerful, nothing can beat you, and that's the real secret. It will give you the mental capacity to see the many opportunities arising from any situation that is being offered to you, whether it's a clear opportunity or one that you want to get the opportunity from. So take care of yourself is exactly what I'm seeing here. Take care of yourself, because you will take care of everything else. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. Your reading really felt so magical in its nature. It's full of symbolism and it's full of promises to come. And my dear pile number 3, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading.